Welcome to Sweet Lavender Knits. My name is Christine, coming to you from just outside of Toronto, Ontario in Canada. Today is February the 12th. It's Sunday morning and I am just taking you out with me while I head out to meet two of my very good friends for lunch. We are going for lunch. I'm going to have dim sum, and I look forward to it. I never know what to order. Just all of the options make it quite difficult for me to make a decision, but I'm hoping I can be I'll have a little bit of help from my friends in telling me what they think I would like, and just have fun, basically. Just enjoy some time together before this week, which is it's a nice bright day, as you can see. One of my dear friends, my knitting buddies at work, actually, she is going to be away for a while. So yes, I just wanted to give her some support before she goes away, and it's health related. I'll leave it at that. And yeah, so just a lot of support for her, and just to spend a little time together. So we are heading out into Scarborough, and Scarborough is the east end of Toronto, which is west of where I live. And I will try and do a little bit of a scenic route, just so you get to enjoy some footage. I have a little, I'm first going to actually stop off at the dollar store. I wanted to see if I could pick up a nice card for her. And I'm giving her a little parting gift, a temporary parting, but a gift which is some yarn and a knitting bag. Actually, when I stop, I will show that to you. It is a beautiful, bright day today, sunny day, and I'm glad I came outside, because sometimes there are always chores in the house, and you can get caught up. And I'm a bit of a homebody. I like to just stay home and putter around doing things indoors in the winter. But forcing myself to get out these days has really, really helped. So for anyone who is just struggling with winter, the moods of it, or just going through a low season for whatever reason, just try and get outside, even if it's just to stand out and just let the breeze hit your face or something. It helps. I can tell you that it does help. I had this lovely yarn. It's something that has been very precious to me. It's from Fondant Fiber, and it's Hannah. I think that's the base, Hannah, which is merino with mulberry silk. It's a 4-ply, and the colorway is called Lady J. I've had it for a while, and it's one of those precious skeins that you just keep with you. And I thought, this is, both she and I have a love for pink, and very just soft colors. So I think this will cheer her up. And I wanted to give her something that was special to me, to hopefully be special to her as well, and that she'll be able to share. Okay, let's go on a drive, and hope you will enjoy what you see. Take care. Hello, I'm back. Had a really nice lunch with my friends. We ended up eating, chatting, and really just more talking than anything, as it happens, right? Like when you get together with girlfriends. Yeah, and I think it seems to be the common thing with dim sum is that we always end up ordering more than we need. So we had lots of leftover food that we're all taking home now. So yeah, that's something. It's still such a gorgeous day outside, so I feel like I don't want to rush it and just go home and miss all of the sunshine, vitamin D that I could be, absorbing. Yes, I'm gonna make one more pit stop, and it's also a little bit of a countryside drive to get back home, a different route. So I'll show you parts of that as well. And while I am driving, I'll just chat about what's going to be happening this week. The week coming up, tomorrow is February 13th, which is our dear Charlie, our dog Charlie's birthday, his 4th birthday. Of course, he's oblivious to the whole thing, but the kids, they like to fuss a little bit over it, and so they have some treats wrapped up for him, and you know, his best bow tie that we'll probably take pictures, maybe, if Charlie's in the mood to, you know, stay still for a picture. We don't know yet, but we'll find out. On the 14th, I have some exciting news, is that I will be releasing the Dotty Socks. These are the socks I made for my daughter for Christmas, and they are just polka dots in stripes. I don't know if I can call them polka dots, but they're dots, stripes of dots. And so I named it Dotty Socks, and wrote up the pattern. And I'll put a picture of it on the screen here while I'm talking, is that because I don't have the socks to share with you right now, obviously. These are the perfect taste if you want to start with some color work. I wouldn't even classify it as color work. It's just, you know, every few stitches you're going to use your contrast color as opposed to your main color. And like I did mention previously, if you have watched that, is just to give you a little bit background about these socks, is that I used main color, which I dyed up from a Knit Pick Stroll yarn, bare yarn, and all of the contrast color minis, advent minis that were given to me, that I used up for the different stripes. The highlight of this sock, the reason I wrote the pattern, is for the heel. So where the heel should have started, I put in some waste yarn, and that is a method called a forethought heel. I know a lot of people say afterthought heel, but afterthought, a proper afterthought heel would be one where you don't think about the heel at all and then go back and just cut into your knitting. But this is a forethought heel where you do think about where you're placing your heel, and you put in some scrap yarn, and the pattern writes out exactly how to place the scrap yarn. Hopefully there is no guesswork. Like it's I've tried to write it out as straightforward as I could think of. And the reason I say that is because when I read a pattern on how to, you know, where it said to place the scrap yarn, I was fumbling a little bit because I didn't know how the knitting would work out, and so I had to watch a couple of videos to try and understand it. So while I was writing the pattern, I was mindful of that and tried to write it out as detailed as I could. So there is that, and then you knit up the rest of your foot. You do your toe, you Kitchener stitch your toe. Then you come back, you've removed the waste yarn where you've placed it. You remove it, and this might be the most, I would say the most challenging part of the whole thing, is that when you remove the waste yarn, you have to pick up the live stitches. Please don't let that scare you if you've never done it before. It's as easy as removing, watching where the yarn is being removed from, and then looping your needle in there before you pull out the stitches if you want to be very slow with it. I also suggest that you use maybe 2 DPNs in a smaller size than the needle that you're knitting with, and it's easier to pick it up if you use a smaller needle. Picking up the live stitches, and then you're going to go, and so this is your forethought heel, and usually with a forethought heel, the heel pattern that is done is just another toe. The same recipe for a toe is what you would do with a heel, and then Kitchener stitch it off. So that's where the pattern differs, or is slightly sort of going off on a tangent now, is that you have your you have your 2 needles or DPNs with your live stitches on there, and instead of doing your regular recipe for a toe, you're going to work a short row heel. And it's easy enough to do. It's not, like I said, like it's nothing, you know, that I've come up with. But I think it's just nice to have it written out, and it's you know, hopefully it'll help somebody if you want to try it out. So that is a pattern I'm going to be putting out on the 14th of February. So please go check it out. It'll come out on Ravelry, and it will be offered for free. So please share it, and you know, even if you don't think you're going to knit it now, you might want to try a different heel and give this one a try. And let me know if you do knit it. Please let me know, you know, feedback on that. I would really like to hear. So yeah, that's the highlight of the week. Coming up is the 14th, and of course 14th is Valentine's Day, so I wish you all a very happy Valentine's. Thank you so much for watching. I know this week has been just a car ride really, and nothing more, and I didn't have different days to share with you. It's just been one of those crazy weeks, and you know, it was either too busy or I was just a little bit out of it, and unfortunately that's the way it is. But I'm going to switch over the camera to the other side now for the rest of this video, and you can get a little glimpse of some scenery on my drive home. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, enjoy your week and happy knitting.